talking this whole time and the mic's been off. So that's a real disappointment. Okay, so then, good morning, everybody. I've just been talking to myself for the last 15 minutes and the mic was shut off. I guess that's why we're still beginners at streaming. That's funny. Okay, then. So, I just finished my journaling. I brought up this other screen here. It's basically got all the things I like to watch. I don't really trade the Dow, but it's nice to put it up there. So you got the Dow, the Russell. Down bottom here, you got Nasdaq, S&P. Back up to the top, you got light crude and copper. Down bottom, the euro and gold. Um, yeah. So yesterday, we'll do a recap of yesterday. Yesterday, it was we. Yesterday was a range bound day. Um, before I figured out it was range bound. Definitely took two trades before I figured out it was range bound. It faked lower. I forget exactly what it did, but regardless, I ended up taking two small losses. Um, so one was an $80 loss. I think the other one was like I don't know, $50. I don't know, something like that. So hopefully today's got some action. That would be nice. I'm not a huge fan of trading oil. I don't know why. Oh, it just seems difficult. I don't know. I'm sure it's not. But I did not input my data here. I need to go back and do this. So NQ was it was 1 for 3 without volume. So our levels were 22.9. Yeah, this levels are pretty much all the same. So I'll say okay there. S&P. This was also a 1 for 3 to the upside without volume. Level is 62.50. That's reasonable. 62.40. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Russell. The Russell was an inside bar. Yesterday's candle, not today's. Yesterday's. So our levels. I'm gonna add 2190 here and get it out of here. All right. Gold. Let's see, gold is upside. One for 3 to the upside. Oops. $33.58. 60. So where's here? Oh no, sorry. Man, I don't know why this is not updating. So to the upside, where I gotta rewrite all of them. So 33.70, 33.80, 33.90. Oops. 3400, 3410, 3420, 3430. To the downside, we got let's see, 50. Get rid of these. 3340. Oops. 3300. So 3290, 3280. Wait, 2010. Okay. Let's do oil real quick. Oh yeah, oil is an inside bar. Still an inside bar. 65. The downsides. Let's add 65 here. Okay. Save. Make sure go back up to Q and save all this. All right, save. There we go. Okay, so let's get back at it. Not much is happening. Let's see what gold's doing. Not much. Oil. Not much going on. Maybe oil will do something. No. All right. So we're just sitting and waiting. Oh, let's check out the Russell. Pretty weak volume. Pretty weak. Yowzers. All right, maybe we got some interest here. Okay, so on the Nasdaq and the S&P, I trade micros for these. Um, I'm like to keep it to a $200 loss, max loss, and I feel that if I trade like 5 micros, because see, like right here in my chart, um, one contract at a $200 loss, one contract is 10 points, and that's not enough range on the Nasdaq. So I will scale it down. So if I go to micros and I go to 5 contracts, um, I can get a lot more movement out of it. So, for example, I'll show you the minis. Um, I'm sorry, the micros. Yeah, so at $200 loss, 5 contracts get you 20 points. So that's what I do. Hold on, I hear footsteps. Yeah, bud.
Can you play with me?
No, I'm working right now.
After?
I mean, after we can do something, okay?
After you're done with the trading?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you give me a? I need about another hour. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll tell you what, I want to play Legos.
Okay. Hey, can you shut my door? Because there's a lot of noise out there. All right. Well, Nasdaq it dipped low, so it's a pretty tight range for Nasdaq. We're only got a 28 point range. I mean, yesterday was a 44, 45. Um, that's pretty tight. Let's see what else is going on. Looks like, yeah. Well, we have what we got. We got 10 o'clock data, so it looks like everybody's just sitting on hands. Right, it was 10 o'clock. Soon, yeah. So we get the ISM number. So ain't nothing gonna happen for the next 10 minutes. So if you need to go to the bathroom or go get some coffee, now's the time. So we're just sitting and watching. Okay. Yeah. I don't see anything. Sometimes I do like the grains, but they're so slow. The meats and the grains. And they're good markets. There's a lot of volume in them. They're just so slow. So like check out this. Grain. Let's go to wheat. Bam. So I usually target these for reversals. They're just they spike like this and then they'll come back down somewhere here. If not, just straight up reverse. But what? So we've had almost inside days. But wheat was kind of on a tear for a little bit. You had this huge spike up. Corn's just kind of recovering. I don't know, you could take a stab at this. So we're already beyond the average range, 13.75. We're already at 14.5. So I mean, it's probably going to come down maybe a little bit and then shoot back up. Yes. But that's just three. I mean, it's moving.
Dad?
All right, so in the meantime, boy, I don't know if these guys are just positioning. All of a sudden, everybody's jumping up. Um, got 8 minutes till the number drops. I don't know. I don't want to jump in on this. I will wait. Yeah. All right. So what to talk about in the meantime? 'Cause I have no idea. What do you want to talk about? Nobody's here. It's just me. Boy, look at that. It's zipping up there. Zippy Skippy. I can't. Um, I mean, there's not much volume here, but it definitely is increasing. So here, let's set this up. Uh, get a pullback. So that's 2 points. All right, so our reference price is 858. It is pretty much here. So technically at 2 points we could trade two contracts, although we have a higher high now, so we could move to the aggressive technique. So I don't know, like I said, we got a number coming out in 5 minutes. I really don't want to be on the wrong side of that. So if you got, let's see, you got 1.856, 66. So this was a strong bull candle. We're coming back, we're testing our entry box, big jump up. Again, like sometimes I'm just don't have the confidence to make this work. And we don't have lower lows. Looks like we're gonna put in another strong volume. So we're going from 51 to 68. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. Almost there. see, what is that? Yeah, so move this up. I'd like to see a pullback to 87.9. Looks like we just had that. Alright. Boy, I can't do this. We got 3 minutes till the number. Where's the Russell? So right here is our entry. 87.9. Looks a little stuck. So set our stop loss, 20 ticks. Alright, well, we don't have a new low yet, so that's alright. Did we just get one? Let's see. He's splitting hairs. Alright, so again now, so that invalidates all of this. Especially if it closes on higher volume. That could be a sign of a strong reversal. Let's see, the number comes out shortly. So I assume we'll see a little whippy action. Oh, if you're trading prop firms, you can't trade plus or minus a minute on the news, so you're waiting 10 seconds. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see how it shakes out. It basically did nothing. A little whip, but that's it. Let's see. Alright, so we're not doing anything. We'll let everybody digest. Should we check what the number was? Might as well while we're waiting. Let's see. Forecast so higher than actual. Let's see. So right here, PMI reading above 50 indicates the manufacturing economy is generally expanding. So that's good. It came in higher than expected. Job openings. I mean, that's a big jump in job openings. So it looks like it was overall favorable economic news. It's interesting. So gold is obviously your safety asset, what everybody considers safety. I've heard that copper can be considered a bellwether for the manufacturing. Um, Copper is just used in everything electrical. Motors, a lot of motors, windings and stuff like that, wire. Um, and I guess I would have thought the copper chart is going down. I guess I would have thought it would start going up with a positive economic outlook. Yeah, might get a reversal in the euro. Go to a 5 minute chart. Hmm. This volume bar is not big enough. Boy, it is slow. Jeepers. Yeah, let's check on oil. Maybe we're getting a new high here. Alrighty, I'm back. So, oops. Not much has changed. Not much has gone. Not getting a lot of movement. Alright, so let's see. Let's go back to oil. Man. Alright, so see this triangle right there? The triangle means that it closed below the range and the volume was outlier. Outlier meaning it was above this blue line, which is your moving average. So maybe do we put in higher highs? Let's see. High of this is 65.47. So it's not a higher high. So maybe we got something here. So if we did this, because we don't have a lower low yet, so we can't do aggressive. We're right there though. So two contracts is 10 ticks. I'm still working on this. 10 ticks is too much. I mean, 10 ticks is your average candle size is 10 ticks. So I know, I guess that's reasonable. All right, we got lower lows, so let's bring this down. All right, hopefully we'll close below the opening range low. Let's get that reference line in here. 44. So 34 would be your. Ooh, that's really. So maybe we'll have good movement here. So it looks like our volume's already going to be outlier. Yeah. So if we can hold a strong shape. So let's get set up. CL. So I think we should trade two contracts, but I probably count my I'd probably bring it down to like 5. No, we'll keep it at 10 ticks. All right, so I'm interested. So let's update our stop loss. What are we at? 10 ticks. Okay. Uh, will we get a pullback? So if we get a pullback, we need a pullback to around here, 65.37. That's a pretty steep pullback. Technically, our stop loss could handle 34 if it only pulled back to here. That would be our 10 ticks. So 10 ticks, two. So I'm only gonna do one contract. All right. So 34. I'd love to see it pull back into our zone, 37, which is up here, 37, and we can sell one contract. Yep. We still got a minute and a half on this candle. We're outside the zone now. I'm gonna put my. What happened? Oh man, am I trading on the wrong account again? What the hell? Like, green. Man, I missed it. Like, what the hell? Urgh. Well, what else? What else we got? Well, is not liking that. All right, let's see. What else we got? Anything else moving? Oh, really? 35. So patience. Patience is the key. We have not, on the oil, we have not made lower lows yet. So we are still within this bar, this big red bar, which is outlier. So I mean, if there's still a chance that we can get inside our entry box, which would be ideal because that's the rules. Those are the rules. 34 is technically our stop loss. Well, that 34 is where inside our stop loss. Anything beyond that, between 34 upwards, is a discount. It's a discount to our stop loss. There's another inside bar. So, looks like we got some consolidation going on. Russell looks like it's moving. Man, but there's just no volume. Let's get rid of these other bars. There's no outlier volume on this NASDAQ. S&P. So if we moved, so we target the low. If we were to do that, what do we got? A minute 45 left. 2 points. Our reference line would be 47.50. So right now we would need a pullback there. So it's nice to see, is the 5 minute telling the same story as the 3 minute? If the tell, so if my 5 minutes saying that, we got increasing volume right now. This is it's a decent bear. If it could close down here, that would definitely be a sign of a strong bear, which would be great. It'd be nice to see. We got 2 minutes. There you go. Maybe we'll see a strong bear. So the 5 and the 3 are synced up on this candle closing. Oil. Oil hasn't done anything. Still consolidating. See, I would hate to take this trade right here, especially we only got 25 seconds left. If this thing closes up here, I mean, that's an extremely weak bear. Extremely weak. So I'd rather see this thing close down here, prove that it's a strong bear, and take the entry on the next candle. That's where your patience comes in. I mean, if this, come on, push it down, push it down. It did not set lower lows. So I mean, if you look at the trajectory of this, we got higher highs, high, higher, higher. This is your pullback, but it has strong volume. So maybe it's a reversal. And everything's just so freaking slow. Let's go to the NASDAQ. So we closed by outlier volume. All right, so maybe the S&P will follow suit. So we're still here though, because we haven't made lower lows. Oil seems like it's stuck. Looks like it's good to me to take that. It's at our entry was 37. It's at 40 now. All right, so we got lower lows. Okay, lower lows. So 10 points. 96, 86. It's not going to give us an entry. Come on, give us an entry. Target 7,000. let's do this. Let's see, 4 contracts is 20 points. So it's at 7. Man, come on. So frustrated. Alright, so maybe we'll get a pullback here. We got higher volumes. We need a pullback. We need an entry. Not getting the entry we need. I don't. So unless we're going to set our stop loss lower. So 74 puts us inside our max loss. I'm not sure we're going to get that though. So here's the thing, like, do you follow your rules like a banshee? I mean, you're going to go from here. I mean, that's 20 points to have to wait to go. And, man, and you're just going to lose it. Like, should you have pulled the trigger? You know, you would have already had, you'd already be up 8 points. Alright, maybe this is where our patience pays off. So 83. We still got 2. Alright, so we're in. I am going 4 contracts. Good candle shape. However, I am going to protect my entry. I'm not gonna. This is not gonna go red on me. We're up 23 points, 26. Hold on, hold on. 30 points. Close it. Let's see. That was a $250 win. Now, that was fucking exciting. Sorry. That was exciting. Awesome. Awesome trade. Awesome. $250. I will take that. So here's the thing. Did I get out too early? And this is what I usually do, is I get out way too early. But this thing's still cranking down. I can't complain though. So my entry was at 779. 779. So we got in right here, 779. And my exit was 746. So 746 right here. See, and I didn't hold it long enough. Increasing volume, strong bear candle. $736. So you're gonna have a slight pullback, low volume pullback, hopefully. 5-minute candle. Man, that was awesome. Yes. I'll take it. So this is where I kind of like to sit here and watch and see how it all plays out. Because we got out at 746. And right now, you'd be giving back money. So here, do this. We got in at 779. Like, almost on the money. Bam, right there. So this was our entry. That was our entry, and 746 was our exit. 746.75, bam. So here you go, low volume pullback. So like this is your low volume pullback up here. And then if this thing keeps going down, who knows? It could just turn. I mean, maybe we timed it just perfect. But I think there's more to go here. Yeah, see, here we go. I was going to say, I think there's more to go here because it was such high volume and such a strong candle shape. Like I said, here's where we got out. 26. There's another 20 points. Increasing volume. And so, I mean, the move still had more juice in it. And we did not get all the juice. But I'll still take the win. So you got a minute and a half to go. And I mean, increasing volume, but it definitely looks like it's getting stuck down here. Which is funny because I mean the manufacturing, the economic data that came out this morning, I mean it looked pretty strong, but I mean we are at close to record highs, and this could just be some profit taking. See, I think you're getting towards the end of the move because it's definitely seems like it's stalling out. See, what I would like to know, I wish I had a tool that just always told me how big this candle was. So you got 33 points here. Um, and that is just about your average candle size. So your average candle size being, okay, so 33.75. But that was a second strongest bull, high volume. So we got decreasing volume now. I mean, at this point, so there was definitely more juice in this move. And this is like what I was talking about yesterday. This is the thing that I have a hard time doing is I have a hard time staying in the move to the end. I get in, my profit goes up, I get nervous, and I jump out. I mean, geez, like, I mean, we missed the whole 40, almost 30, 30 points. I mean, we could have doubled what we did. And that was just, we traded the micros, 4 contracts in the micros. Okay, well, that's it for today. I'm all done. Um, yeah, good trading day. So from here, what I'll end up doing is I'm gonna export my trade. I'll bring it into my journal. I'll fill in my stop losses and whatnot, and I'm all done for the day. That's it. And it's a $250 day. Certainly makes up for the loss yesterday. Um, yeah. All right, party people. This thing's still going down. We got decreasing volume, but I'm all done. Okay. Goodbye, all. Have a great day.